Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronosplays Apollo Justice. Today we're starting Turnabout Succession. Figured I'd start here because I don't know where it was going to load into. Thoughts, and that is the whole truth of this case. Anson system? Okay. Yeah, no, you're right. If you're hooked up to a heart monitor and get shot, you'll probably die. In order to understand it, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. So we entered the dot matrix, apparently. Oh, is this another poker game? Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. I wouldn't really say that's accurate at all, but sure. Some old-timey pistols. You get fired in 2 different locations and then you floated into the air? Did your planet need you? Booty? Not booty. Death. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. Oh, hey! This is where we found out that the brother was actually him all along. Write Anything Agency. Hey, Apollo, look! On TV! Look! Yeah, I'm kind of busy. Whoa, look at that! He's Alaska, Gamma, alright. Amazing! Apollo, you should be watching this. Ow, what? I was writing about our last case in our journal. You're supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. I mean, she's right. And why now? The case was about 3 months ago. Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I wanted to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lemire disappeared. Oh, that's right. Uncle Valent did the illusion too. Did you? But you're missing him on TV right now. I was just getting to the good part. It took you 3 months to write about that case? You should audio log that, man. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. What am I, a babysitter now? I better be getting paid my lawyer fee for babysitting. What you're now seeing is the rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Gaviniers concert was. Only 3 more days until the miracle happens here, right before our unbelieving eyes. The legendary troupe Gemmeray is performing for the first time in 7 years. Oh, they're going to be great! I'm so there! You and Daddy are coming too, are we? The legendary Gemmerays. If Trucy's real father was still alive, he'd be on the stage performing miracles. I got tickets and everything. You already bought them. Here's yours, Apollo. Where did you get the money for these? Squeak? Oh, 1 second, though. $70? I don't go to things like that often. I don't know if that's standard. Are you ready, Apollo? Ready for what? For what? For the Troupe Gamma Grand Magic Show. It's not like I'm getting up on stage or anything. What are you talking about, Apollo? You can't enjoy magic if you're not part of what's going on the stage. I'll lend you my spirit costume if you need one. You mean I can't go in this? No. Doesn't get more straightforward than that. Just instantly shot down. Alright, Squeak. Oh, you're here. Working hard or hardly working? Kinda figured it was you. Hey, how have you been? Hey there, stranger. Not exactly the kind of greeting I want to hear from my own kid, though he has been gone a long time. How goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you. Yay, pudding! I love pudding! Hey, oh, it's fun fresh. What the fuck does that mean? And not just one pudding, but a whole 3 cups. I'll have to pace myself. Well, I'm beat. Is it straight from the cow? Pudding made on a farm? That's right, Daddy, you're in a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with secrets, you know. Alright, you are. So, you still can't tell us what your mission is? Maybe it is time. It has something to do with you anyways. Huh? With me? Ooh, maybe we're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can go to one of these, you can be one of those guys. A spy. I can't just be a defense attorney, huh? To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Tell me, you've heard of the Juris system, right? The Juris system. That's right, the new legal system everyone's talking about. Have you heard of it, Apollo? Maybe? Maybe not as many people are talking about as I thought. The Juris system. Is it like a jury system? Is that why it's called Jurist? Take a look at my badge. Oh, you know what? We never fucking literally examined this after the first time, huh? There's a number inscribed on the back. There are many numbers like it, but this one is mine. Proof that I'm an attorney. To tell the truth, I get a happy feeling inside just looking at it. Here? Presenting, are we? I did my fair share of that back in the day. Showed my attorney badge a lot, too. He may look cool and calm, but you should have seen him before. You know me too well, Truzy. I'm glad I provided this opportunity for a little family bonding. Okay. I thought that was unique to the badge, but apparently not. Well, let's look around the room. Hi, Charlie. That plant, it intrigues you, doesn't it? Not really, it's just the only thing in here that doesn't have some secret function. Oh, that's what you think. But no secrets, but a lot of memories. And a name too. Want to hear it? Not really. His name is Charlie. If you were curious. Really, I wasn't. And also, we've definitely heard that before. I can't believe you're using this cutting a person apart box as shelf space. You know, I used that trick on stage the other night. Imagine my surprise when I pulled one of my shirts out of the box. You should really examine your props before the show. That's actually a very valid point. No one's practicing the piano as usual. Even calling him a pianist is an insult to pianists everywhere. Okay, Apollo, I'm gonna guess what you're thinking right now. What? Was I making a funny face or something? I'm so hungry. I'm right? Of course I am. There's no of course about it. You've guessed wrong. Besides, that's not what I'm thinking. It's what you're thinking. How'd you know that? You read my mind, Apollo. At least you get that pudding. That's right! Try not to eat my share, will you? You didn't get a share, silly. The magician in the photo is that your... My real daddy, yep, Zach Gimmery. He disappeared when I was little. Okay, so yeah, I'm right. Disappeared. I thought they mentioned he was dead, but then you started mentioning that he was disappeared. So either you're blacked out the part that he's dead, or I'm still confused about it, which makes sense because I don't think we ever were clarified about that. I hung that up so I wouldn't forget what he looked like. I see. Oh, that's depressing. She's smiling, but I'll bet that smile doesn't go very deep. A plate of plastic spaghetti for displaying in the shop. Where the heck does she get this stuff? Spencer's? Is that shop still around? Wanna have a go at that ring, Apollo? No, I was just touching it. Oh, come on, there's no need to be shy. Just slip it on in there. Youch! You're way too tense. You gotta loosen up there, buddy. The human body wasn't meant to bend like this. For a hula hoop? What did you do? Oh, careful there, Apollo. A lot of people run into that table, you know. Why, some client knocked the pot clean off the other day. Yeah, why not getting a more sturdy table? Maybe the table is partially to blame. There's no maybe to this. The last thing is, that thing is a death trap. Especially if you have like a heater thing on it. Those legal books were left by my mentor. Too bad I gave up the practice before reading them. How the fuck did you not read any of them in all the years you were an attorney? There's quite a few magic books in there too, you know. Those will be Trucy's. She'll remember they're there eventually, I'm sure. For a moment, I thought Mr. Wright might do magic, too. A scary thought. He's good at making his money disappear. That hat, is that a spare? It looks exactly like the one you always wear. It's the first rule of professional, be prepared. You know, I put it on the other day, and this strange white substance fell out all over me. What? It was like magic. Or like fingerprint powder. Okay, thank God. Jesus Christ. Hi, the Jira system. No, Daddy, what's this Jira system thing? Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is? I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get up to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty? Do you know, Apollo? Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right? Well, they're thinking about reviving the system. They're calling the new system the Jura system. No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor. Probably for the best. Not quite that harsh. The jurors cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. And there will only be 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Wow, so you know your stuff, Apollo. The findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, the people will start talking and taking the courts a little more seriously now. I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show, starring Dr. White. Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, and mascot Apollo. The perfect team. Mascot? I'm the only legal person here. The secret mission. So, what is a secret mission? Jura system is my mission, more or less. Anyways, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo. Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and nothing gets decided. I mean, have you seen Twitter? Kind of like you, Apollo. I'm not that bad, am I? In any case, we're going to give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurors. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping how? Well, for one, I'll be the chair of the Jura Systems Simulated Court Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom. Wow, it's like you have a real job! I was not that good at piano, to be honest. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. The trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is. The simulation, huh? Sounds interesting. So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Well, since it's the first run-through of the new system, I wanted something simple. Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious. True. The case is a murder. Because of course it is. That's not simple at all. Unless it's like, you know, caught on film with 10 eyewitnesses. Then it can be pretty fucking simple, to be quite honest. By simple, you mean the defendant is... Oh, guilty, yes. Most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. With what? With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said I had something to do with you. It had something to do with you. Go for it, Apollo! It's just a test case anyways. No sweat. Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided. And a potential serious sentence. The most serious in the worst case scenario. You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial. That's a real trial. That's absolutely correct. What the fuck? All the forms have been filed, and there's no turning back now. I didn't sign anything. Did you? Because I'm pretty sure you don't have my, like, consent to do that. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. That's way too early. I hope you make room for it in your schedule. Why am I only hearing about this now? Honestly, it's like when I had jury duty recently, I had to be there at like fucking 8:30 in the morning, which is pretty not great when you have sleeping problems. Yeah, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Huh? Something that happened last night. What? Hey, there's this trial coming up that's actually a trial for a new system. By the way, I picked a real trial, like a real case, and I got it from last night. Okay, Valiant Gamery. Hey Paul, I know you're all excited about this key secret mission, but what about this? The Troop Gamery Grand Magic Show. Oh, right, the card tricks. They're not card tricks! They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse. Are you hitting me right now? So what? They're 3 whole days from now. It's the Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go today. You can say hi to Uncle Gamer, Uncle Valiant. Have fun. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Yeah. Press X to doubt? Why not go with her? Because I don't want to. But what about the secret mission? Oh, don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow, regardless. I don't trust that smile. Mostly because it's half smirk. He knows something that he's not telling me because he's an asshole. Yippee! Now he can take me to Coliseum. Coliseum home video? That's like all the wrestling old videos, right, Chronos? Yeah, it is. I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there. Gamma Ray. That reminds me. What's this, Daddy? Isn't that Silk Hat the Gamma Ray seal? Consider it a birthday present, Trucy. Thanks, it's great. What is it? Today isn't my birthday. Huh. Good point. What day is it today, Apollo? Today? I don't know. It's Recycle Your Plastics Day. And it's a Recycle Your Plastic Day present. Yippee! It's plastic! I've given up trying to understand them. This paint in this office is definitely made out of lead. It's much easier that way. So what is it? Can I open it? No. Huh? You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. But don't open it until then. Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then? Because that would be the logical thing to do. And as this paint has determined, there's no logic in this office. An envelope about the gamma rays, huh? Okay, 1 second. What is this? Is that your signature? Ah, looky here. A handwritten signature. It says I can't read that. And it seems odd to me. I mean, isn't a signature intended to show ownership? What's the use if no one can read it? Isn't it enough if you can read your own? Oh, I never thought about it that way. I mean, you're not wrong. Signatures are silly sometimes. The trial simulation. Alright, so what case are you going to use? You really want to know that, don't you? You really want to know, don't you? Yeah, of course I do. I mean, I'm going to be defending them, alright? If all goes well, then yes, of course. This is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions, a blank slate, as it were. There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that anyways? Well, mine, clearly. Committee chair, remember? Oh, yeah. Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. Yeah? Good? That's great. You could also just have a detective do that and then give me the evidence to go over. But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case. Then how am I supposed to defend? You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of the trial, all of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Apollo, if I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility, for good or for bad. So that's why I'm making it extremely difficult to actually get a fair trial, because apparently I'm fucking insane. Just do what you can. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. You clearly don't. This is dumb, Phoenix. I recommend going down to the detention center. Oh, I can talk to my client? You just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved in the case, so that's okay. At least better. I thought for a second you meant I couldn't talk to my client, which is fucking stupid and highly illegal. You can ask them about the scene there. But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved. Oh, you can talk to your own client. If you can get her to talk. Well, time's wasting. Presenting our... Yes, okay. Well, you just gave me this, so I kind of figured you have something to say. Alright, well, fuck off, Phoenix. Bye. I liked you better when I was controlling you. Dots? Dots! That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes. Maybe I should complain? I'm sure that guard had better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show up. It always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, waiter!" and they're standing right behind you? Oh, guard! Is our client going to be much longer? What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet? Huh? Eek! Where'd you come from? Well, anyway, please have a seat. Are you an artist? Or an artiste? I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you go do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you? Disappear. It's right. Okay. Oh. Did I misread that? I thought I told her to fuck off. I'm the amazing Mr. Hat. What is this child doing here? Bye-bye. Thud. Eek! She passed out. Mr. Magic Underwear might have been a better idea. It's magic panties, Apollo. Hi. Oh, so you were... Okay, so you were passing out in the opening? I'm assuming that was you. Kind of looks like you, but alright. The old security guard is glaring at us. He winked. Maybe he's not such a bad guy after all. Or he's coming on to me. Hey, you thinking of this? See this here? Does it ring any bells? Does anything I say ring anything? How about this magic ticket? How about this attorney badge? How about this middle finger? No? Okay. Introductions. Hi. Well, I'm your defense. Oh, I really think it has to be fate, you know. And by fate, I mean destiny. Do you know I'm good with astrology? Am I coming on to my client? Tell me, what's your sign? I can tell your mine if you like. I can tell you mine if you like, Apollo. No, never mind. I don't fucking give a shit about yours. I just got carried away there. It seems destined to get difficult clients, it seems. Your name? So, what's your name? Oh, right. I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo Justice. And I'm Phoenix Wright. I know. This is getting nowhere fast. The case? Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened? Like, why you were arrested? I'm your defense attorney, after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Like you kill a guy or something? Well, the other day the tourist came from the... Trucy, stop fucking talking to me like I'm asking you these questions. Not to ask me directions. Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions for myself here. Well, that was fruitless. Though I think I understand despair a little better now. You did good, Apollo! Are you a mute? Also, I don't need to see your sex toys. Look! She's doing her nails! What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy. Fuck her! Excuse me. Could you read this? Sure. I feel like a teenager on a first date. And this is a love letter we passed from desk to desk at school. Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo! It's a business card with a name and address. The name is Vera Mashima. Miss Ham? Sham? Bahira Masham. Vera Masham. I guess that could be right. Hey, this doesn't have like an accessibility thing where they read the text for me, do they? Reader! Oh wait, turn this on to enable story mode in place of autoplay, allowing you to press the game automatically without pressing anybody's... Oh, fuck! Okay, never mind. Huh? Okay. That's a shame. Alright. Vera Misham. Me shampoo. Vera Misham. Probably not, but we'll just go with it. We'll just Vera. The address is for Drew Meadow Studios. What the fuck is wrong with you, Chronos? I don't know. I have no idea how Dew Meadows came there. Defendant's business card, the address for Drew Studio is on the front. And you're giving me this card because your name is Vera. Well, looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew Studio is the scene of the crime. Let's go find out. Let's actually check this out. Oh, you are an artist. Okay. What a pretty business card. Looks like a postcard almost. And on the back, just her name. It seems odd to me. Huh? What does? Why write your name on the front and the back of the card? Why not use the space in the back for a self-portrait or a caricature? Then people would remember what you look like too. It's not a bad idea, actually. Oh man. Back in the day when I used to hire people for an old office job, very rarely people would submit resumes with like photos, like portraits of them, not portraits, but like a picture of themselves on it. And I thought it was weird at the time, but as I grew older, I was like, oh, that's not a bad idea. It just gives off a first impression. It's like a headshot kind of. At the same time though, like I know the HR at the time, she didn't like that. She said it's still biased in people like hiring. I get what she's trying to say, right? Like if a super attractive person submits a headshot with the resume, you're more entitled to be like, oh, okay, maybe them, right? Maybe it wasn't really the case where we were, but at the same time, I get where that one's coming from. I also think it's not a horrible idea too, because it connects the face with the resume, I feel like. But then again, I don't do that anymore, and maybe that's just completely absurd. Okay, here, give me one of your cards, Apollo. She's drawing something. Hey, my hair's not that spiky. Who do you think I am? Cloud? Alright, let's go to... I was gonna go to the Coliseum. Let's do that now. Woohoo! This is it, Apollo! The place where magic and dreams converge. Just a while ago, it was a place where murder and nightmares converge. Let's go say hi to Uncle Valen. What about the case? Only a performer laughs like that, or a psycho like Chronos. The young Miss Trucy. How often do I had hoped we'd meet again, and only to tell myself it was an impossible dream. Tee-hee, Uncle Valen, how's it going? I'm glad to see you too. Of course you are. Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you. Actually, we came to wish you good luck, and congratulations on your big magic show. Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as the ones I perform. Yeah, you're amazing, we get it. The world will watch in wonderment as Magnifi's illusions are reborn! Here, on stage, and by my hand. Turning badge? A challenge, is it? You want me to make that disappear? Very well, give it to me. No, thanks. Are all magicians like this? Apollo, what was that look just now? I was just thinking how hard it has to be to get information out of magicians. This? Nope. Already examined that. Also, $70, dude? You really think you're that popular? I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Why, that bears the Gimmery seal. Uncle Valen, is something wrong? Trucy, where did you get this? Huh? Oh, Daddy gave it to me. Your daddy? My partner Zach? No, my other daddy, Phoenix Wright. What now? Why would your Lord Daddy? Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole architect things a bit. The signature upon the back. Do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Gammony. What? Daddy signed this? Might he be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope, I wonder? What the fuck, I wonder now? Cause you look extremely worried there. Let's examine, I guess. The 5 Flags, no, that. I haven't been to 6 Flags in a long time. When was the last time I went to 6 Flags? Oh, it was company expense at the time, so I went there free because that was awesome. But when was that? Goddamn. I want to say 2013? That sounds about right. Look, Apollo, balloon! A hot air balloon! With the Gamma Ray sail on it, no less. Well, this is a long-awaited revival, after all. It has been 7 years, you know. I've spent plenty of time and a pretty penny on promotion. I hope it's a huge success, Uncle Talent. Oh, I intend for it to be nothing less, I assure you. They all seem excited about it. I guess it's a big deal for magicians. The Blue Badger. Hey, that creature there. He was handing out balloons during the last case, too. He's not a creature, Apollo, poor guy. Oh, sorry. Oh, was I mean somehow? You know, I didn't know that inside those suits. Yeah, I've actually heard it's actually torture. He's stuck in there with only the smell of his own sweat to keep him company. Relatable? On the verge of passing out, he hands up each balloon as though it was his last. Kinda takes the fun out of seeing the Blue Badger. Child falling downstairs. They've changed the sign since our last case. It was all Gavinier back then, wasn't it? I was hoping nothing bizarre or mysterious happens this time. But it shall. Why, the show itself will be bizarre and mysterious, I assure you. I don't have a problem with mystery as long as it's legal. I don't think lawyers and magicians are really meant to have conversations like this. You know, I thought this at the time at the Gaviniers concert too, but this Coliseum is just way too big. It's huge. Get a big sounding name too. Sunshine Coliseum, was it? Would you like to hear what the grand finale of the show in 3 days will be? What, really? Yeah. The grand finale will be nothing other than... Don't tell me. You're gonna make the Coliseum disappear, right? Oh, oops. Looks like I was right. Apollo, I can't believe you used your power of perception on something like that. It was just a wild guess, really. Just sulks off crying. Alrighty. Alright, yeah, the big magic show. Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Great Gamma Ray Miracle is back after 7 years' absence? Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his. Daddy. My co-magician in training, Zach Garrity, if that terrible thing hadn't, okay. It's okay. Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, he is dead! Jesus fucking Christ, okay. If he were alive, then I, Valiant Gamma, would have been proud to stand upon the stage as his assistant. Thanks, Uncle Valiant. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think we get to see the great Magnifi's illusions again. Shriel is looking forward to this, isn't she? Magnifi Gamma. My mentor, the Magnifi Gamma, was a true deity among magicians. A greater god who gave birth to magic illusions that defied our very imaginations. I ran out of oxygen saying that. I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his show. He did wheelies on a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. If he isn't, the memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world had been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Gamma Ray Troop's secret, it falls to me to provide it. It is my God-given destiny. Yes, you, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you? If the world was waiting, why did you hold off 7 long years? It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land? I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. The performance of Magnifi's miracles was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more! 7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it? And why was that? A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy. Oh, what, he had like a copyright on it, or someone had a copyright on it that just expired? Can you tell us about this performance rights? Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea, a trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such, was protected by property law. Intellectual property, right? Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will to one person. You mean him? Yes. Miss Trucy was your father. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. Apollo said that. But your father, and he's been dead for 7 years? That Gemini was the inheritor of the Gemini miracle. Daddy. Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago. What the fuck? Is he dead or is he missing? And just assume dead. I think I see where this story is going. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased, of course. Oh, wait, what? Was that Apollo? Yeah. In all absoluteness, those rolled up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time which you speak is 7 years. Ah! Yes, Miss Trucy. Though it pains me to say it, this past spring, April to be precise, was the time your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the deceased always have a will. Okay? If you have any sort of property, money, intellectual property, copyright, whatever, have a will. Why, Chronos? Because if you don't, the place, the state you live will repossess it, pretty much. Not always. I just punched mine. There's some cases where it doesn't happen. But make sure you have your shit settled so if you unexpectedly die, things get transferred to people you care about. Or people that you want to have it, right? It just saves a headache. The secrets of our mighty mentor, Magnifi, passed to me. This was, in fact, stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself. Is that how it works, Apollo? Yeah, it's called death in absina. He declared missing permanently. Daddy. Alright, I guess that's it. I guess we can head towards Drew's studio now? This is a studio? This looks like someone's spare bedroom they turned into an art studio. Well, there you go, actually. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That's absolutely a studio then. I just had to say it out loud. That is a pufferfish. That is a well-drawn pufferfish, actually. Wow, this looks like, well, it looks like a studio. It's like life imitating art, or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring. Yeah, looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings! Hey, don't touch those. It's okay, I'm just looking with my fingers. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Is that Dark Souls? Huh, Paul, look at this one. Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting. Oh, good point. That is odd. Obtain paintings, apparently. All the paintings have really different styles, too. I thought I might find you two here. Oh, hi, Emma. Hey, Emma, long time to see. Oh, it seems like I run too often. I bet I know why you're here, too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow. I've heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh? Like a Pokemon. I don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Mr. Drew, Masham. And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. It's funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You're not saying. Not even by poisoning. That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning is a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Is that true? I know I've heard of definitely cases. There was one recently where she didn't actually succeed, thankfully, but this fucking piece of shit, like her husband came home from like military duty and she was putting bleach in like the coffee Keurig device when she made him coffee. It didn't kill him, thankfully, but that's like, Jesus Christ, if you like, I don't know. I don't remember why she was doing it. I'm assuming it's to get his inheritance, like his what's it called, life insurance, or maybe just whatever. If it was just to get rid of him out of her life, get a fucking divorce. Okay, this is not like the 1600s. You can get a divorce for pretty much fucking any reason in, well, at least in the United States. But Jesus, God. Okay, so government, if you're listening on my phone or checking my search history, this is just for a video game. Common ways women murder. With adult victims, women's murdering habits were very different for those men. For starters, men more often used blunt objects or firearms to kill their victims, while women used sharp objects, though often used although they more often use asphyxia when killing a child. Why do I Google these things? Fuck! Do women murderers tend to use different murder weapons than men, like poison? I read it's true in the past. Many poison were okay, so more past thing. Poison is clearly used more, kill the youngest and oldest victims more often than others. Okay. Why is it every time I Google something, it gets sad? Because it's murder, Chronos. All right. I guess I should be thankful I still consider it sad, right? Poisoning? Anyways, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackos. Can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around, which means we better find out as much as we can here at the scene, or else. What do you think of this? Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this. Look, I'm a detective. A detective! You can't just ask me any old thing and expect an answer, okay? I think you need to be a little more focused on your inquiries, scientifically even. Somehow I knew she'd get around to science. How about this? Emma, I was wondering... Okay. I don't know, I kind of feel like there's less silly presentings now than like the old stuff or the old games. I mean, I'm sure those take a lot of time, right? And by I'm sure, I mean I know they take a lot of time. This painting. Oh, that quite good, isn't it? That's not what I wanted to ask you about. You want to examine it? Is that it? I'd be happy to let you if you had a good reason. But without that, sorry. Get that smug look off your face. Guess she wants to do a little footwork on her own first. All right. And I won't ask you about the other ones. Apo, look at this painting. You can see the rough sketch. Oh, it looks like it was only half completed. Huh, that's funny. Do the rough sketches and the finished painting look totally different to you? I mean, I really thought that was a gray fish coming to devour the landscape at first. That's why I talked about Dark Souls, even though that's never really happened in Dark Souls, where it kind of looked like something that would happen out of Dark Souls. But apparently that's a sketch of something else? They do, actually. What's that all about? Always check the back. Wow. Pervert much, Chronos? I didn't mean that. Is that a pufferfish? Apollo, that's clearly a porcupine fish. They're not the same thing. You know what gets me? They're all all those needles, right? But what's protecting the soft spot on the lower belly there? Nothing. Must remember to keep Trucy away from small, round fish. Oh, yeah, I don't know why I expected it to just start talking. Well, what do we have here? It looks like a person thinking about something. It does? I mean, I'll just take your fucking word on that, I guess. Well, you know, I guess if I look at the top part, it does look like a nose and eyes and frowning, or a mustache. Maybe they're worried? Like, what should I have for supper? A hot dog or a hamburger? A ham hot dog. You grind up hot dogs into, like, ground beef, and you make a hamburger out of it. You know, I've always wondered about that. Why is it there's supper and dinner? Are they different meals or something? What? Maybe that's what the person's thinking about. I'm actually surprised there's nothing on the back of these. How would that taste? It would probably just taste like a hot dog, right? Or, yeah, If I had, like, a grinder, I would totally do that. I mean, if it was just a beef hot dog, it'd probably just taste like a hamburger? No, that's not true, because beef hot dogs don't taste like hamburgers. Or burger, I should say. Pianist who can't play for a lick, formerly an ace detective. Or ace attorney, sorry. I mean, does the detective work? Future star magician and Phoenix Wright daughter fond of her Mr. Hat Trick. Defendant accused of poisoning her father, Drew Misham. Father stage magician. How old are you? You're 19? Are you blind? I only ask because your eyes are kind of cloudy gray, and that's usually a sign of blindness. It'd be kind of weird if there was two blind people in the same, like in two cases in a row. Detective Seth with scientific investigation did preliminary research on case. Painter known for his illustrations poisoned at Drew Studios and also apparently had no eyes. All right, cool beans. That is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye.